Hi, welcome to another tale from the Magic Story Cauldron. This is one from Wales, and it's about, it's called Dafydd Fawr, Big David, and it's a rather strange tale. It goes like this. The Reverend R. Jones' mother, when she was still a young unmarried woman, had been visiting friends at a house called Tyddyn Highland in Penrhyn Dwydrath. She set out for her home, Penrhyn Isaf, accompanied by their servant, David Williams, called on account of his great strength and stature, Dafydd Fawr, Big David. David was carrying home on his back a large piece of bacon in a sack. The night was dark but calm. Williams walked somewhat in the rear of his young mistress, and she, thinking he was following, went, of course, straight home. But 3 hours passed before David appeared with the pork on his back. He was questioned as to the cause of his delay, and in answer he said, well, he had only been about 3 minutes behind his young mistress. He was told that she had arrived 3 hours before him, but this David would not believe. At length, however, he was convinced that he must have been mistaken in his time, and then he proceeded to account for his lagging behind as follows. He had observed, he said, a brilliant meteor passing through the air, which was followed by a ring or hoop of fire, and within this hoop stood a man and woman of small stature, handsomely dressed. With one arm they embraced each other, and with the other they took hold of the hoop, and their feet rested on the concave surface of the ring. When the hoop touched the earth, these two beings jumped out of it and immediately proceeded to make a circle on the ground. As soon as this was done, a large number of fairy men and women instantly appeared, and to the sweetest music that ear had ever heard, the fairies began dancing round and round the circle. The sight was so entrancing that the man stayed, as he thought, a few minutes to witness the scene. The ground was all lit up by a kind of subdued light, and he observed every movement of the fairies. By and by, the meteor which he had observed at first, and that had first attracted his attention, appeared again, and then the fiery hoop came into view. When it reached the spot where the dancing was, the lady and gentleman who had arrived in it jumped into the hoop and disappeared in the same manner in which they had reached the place. Immediately after their departure, the fairies vanished from sight, and the man found himself alone and in darkness. He decided then to proceed homeward, and it was in this way that he accounted for his delay on the way. Story of Dafydd Fawr and the fairies. See you for another tale from the Magic Story Cauldron very soon. Bye for now.